All right, folks, I'm going to do a quick video on replacing the steering, geez, I don't remember what you call that thing, the steering plate on X570. Mine is, I don't know, 5-6 years old. And these are pretty common to wear out. The teeth, if you can see the teeth clearly on this, get worn down, and then you start getting a skipping on your steering wheel when you try to turn hard one side or the other. It'll rotate, but the steering won't adjust. So once these wear down, you have to replace these. And my dealer was several weeks. I'm in Alaska, but there's several weeks on back order with these. No saying when they come in. I ordered one on eBay, and I got it here in a few days. And there's no other videos on how to do this on the X570, so I'll go through what I had to do. Took me a while to figure it out, and then once I figured it out, it wasn't too difficult. So this is the plate that you're going to end up replacing. The steering wheel shaft comes down to this gear, and my gear is not worn out at all. All the wear on mine was the teeth on the this plate. So I'm leaving this in place, but this is a one piece. So if you see wear on this model, you can tell there's no nut here, so it's not removable end on it. I'm not sure, it's probably welded on or something. You would end up having to replace the entire steering shaft up to the steering wheel. Little bit of a problem. This mounting plate in here, you do not have to remove. What I ended up doing to be able to get this out, because it has a welded shaft on it, welded stud on it, and a nut on the top, is take that nut off, and then you have to go on the top side, and you have to dismantle your steering. You're going to take your steering wheel cover off, and then there's one nut, which was a little bit problematic getting off, and then this little bezel here, this just pops off. Just a screwdriver in there, and you can pull this off. And there'll be, down on this shaft inside of here is a cotter pin with some washers underneath the cotter pin. So you got to get that cotter pin out, remove those washers. Once you do that, this whole shaft will fall out the bottom of your machine, which then will allow you to remove this plate that you're trying to replace. Because if you can see, there's a little bit of an angle there, and you cannot remove one without removing the other. They both have to come out simultaneously, and they were a little bit of a bitch to put back in place. So anyway, both of these will come out, and then you'll have to replace this bushing, replace this bushing and the one on top. There's two bushings on this shaft, and then it comes with a new nut and all new washers. And you'll figure out how to finagle both of those back in at the same time. The only modification I did, I was looking at another video, and he talked to some gentleman online, talked to one of the John Deere mechanics, and he said if you put an additional spacer or two here on the bottom side of this bushing, it'll lower this plate, which will make your connection between these gears and this plate a little bit tighter. They'll last a little bit longer. Also, I never did before, but you want to grease this. Put a lot of grease in this. It'll help preserve these teeth longer. So I guess I hope this helps everybody. Pretty straightforward once I figured out that whole steering shaft had to come out. And we're good to go probably for another few years. I think this is a weak point on these X570s. But I wish they would have done it with a little bit better steel quality in here, help those teeth survive longer without wearing down. Anyway, hope that helps everybody. Enjoy. Bye-bye.